Hoggie's beer reviews. Hoggie's beer reviews.
What's going on, guys? Thanks for tuning in again. This is another one of Hoggie's beer reviews, and this time it's something really special, at least for me, because this is an IPA aged on white oak, and you don't see that every day. No, you don't. Just to show you what we're working with here, from the Cigar City Brewing Company in Tampa, this is their Alai IPA aged on white oak. I reviewed the regular Cigar City IPA, the Alai IPA. I reviewed that. That comes in a regular 6-pack. Matter of fact, I was one of the first people to review it because I was able to buy one of the first 6-packs they ever produced. You know, if you're familiar with Cigar City, they've been around a very short amount of time. They're still growing. They just started selling 6-packs of their stuff last year, and I was able to get one of the first run of the Alai 6-packs. And now they've come out with this. This is the Alai aged on white oak. So I'm just dying to try this. I'm curious to see what an IPA on white oak is going to be like. And I'm wondering if it's anything like the Humidor IPA. I reviewed a bomber of their Humidor series IPA, which is their IPA aged on Spanish cedar, and that was amazing. So, you know, I'm just dying to try this, man. You know, again, Cigar City's been making a name for themselves. You know, they've exploded onto the scene, and I hate to use that cliche, but it's true. They've really blown up in over the last couple of years. A lot of people are trying to get their hands on their beers, and they can't because their distribution is still so limited. Fortunately, I live in South Florida, and that's not a problem for me. I saw this at Total Wine 2 weeks ago, and I said, I have to grab this because I just need to share it with everybody out there. You know, for all the IPA fans out there, you guys need to know what's up with IPA aged on white oak. And for everybody curious about Cigar City, you know, just to let you know if this is a hit or miss for them. And I've had quite a few of their beers, and they're usually hits. So anyways, punching up the Alai aged on white oak on Beer Advocate. And it says it right here, Alai IPA, white oak. Out of 190 reviews, A-. So that's good. Now, of course, this is not a regular offering from them. It's a rotating kind of thing. I don't even know if they'll do this again. Who knows? They're unpredictable. But it is categorized as an American IPA, and it is 7.5% alcohol by volume, just like the regular Alai. So, my IPA goblet, all my IPAs go in there, just because. And without further ado, and you know, they're getting better at their labels. Every time I pick, you know, like every third 6-pack I buy of this stuff has a different label. This one's no different. They're getting better, they're getting more colorful. And in case you weren't around for the IPA, for the regular Alai IPA review, I'll read what it says on here. It says, India Pale Ale aged on American white oak. Alai, the merry game, is a game native to the Basque region of Spain. Tampa was once home to this high-speed game, but sadly all that remains here is the India Pale Ale that we brewed in tribute to the merry game. Pair Alai India Pale Ale with empanadas, deviled crabs, and other spicy dishes. That's what it says. In case you were wondering what the hell Alai is, Google it. And yeah, that's it. Alright. Shouts out to my man Dorf, Homebrew Heaven opener he sent me. I got some of the Dorf, what was it, the Dorfcade IPA should be coming my way soon, so that's going to be cool. I sent Dorf a bottle of the Humidor IPA. He really dug it, so anyways. Pop this thing right on. And let's, whoa. Oh, this is going to be interesting. That oak. You know, I love an IPA, and a good IPA, and I love beers that are aged on wood and that kind of thing. Usually you get like stouts and stuff like that are aged, you know, oak barrels and stuff like that, and you don't see too much of that with IPAs. And they should do more of it, because after trying that Humidor aged on Spanish cedar, let me tell you something, an IPA aged on any kind of wood can be an interesting thing. And this has a smell that's like nothing. It doesn't even smell like wood. I don't want to say candy because it's going to point you in the right direction and make you think the wrong things, but it has this pungent, kind of sweetness, almost kind of like a sweet and sour rum, like a rum raisin. Yeah, there you go. Rum raisin's pretty close. Anybody ever had the Haagen-Dazs rum raisin? It has a smell kind of like that. Kind of like a rum raisin thing, maybe hints of like vanilla and coconut. Wow, that is, I've never smelled anything like that in any IPA I've ever had, and I've had a shitload. You know, and I've never smelled anything like that in any beer I've ever had. Rum raisin, coconut, vanilla. How you love that? I gotta dig in now. And I'm not even getting that much hops. I mean, there's like a citrusy hop in the background, but that rum raisin, coconut, vanilla smell is just overpowering. Towards the back end, you get kind of like a woodsy flavor. But then that rum raisin coconut vanilla flavor just comes right back on the finish, and it blends and mixes so beautifully with the hops because the hops are mellow. It's not a bitter, pungent, hoppy finish like in the regular IPA. The bitterness is there, but it blends equally with that rum raisin coconut vanilla flavor as it goes down. My God, wow, this is different. Wow. Okay. Like I said, IPAs aged on wood. Fucking A. I'm at a loss for words. Seriously. This is probably one of the most tasty and interesting beers I've ever had. Granted, it's still, you know, at its core, it's an IPA, and I love IPAs, but this is just the most interesting and different IPA I've ever had. You know, 7.5, the alcohol is still relatively subdued. It's not overly malty. You barely catch the malt because there's so many other strong flavors, you know, coming from that white oak, that, you know, rum raisin coconut vanilla thing. That's the prominent flavor. The hops are there just to kind of balance and give you that, you know, bitterness and remind you that this is an IPA. Maybe if it warms up a bit, the malt is going to come out a little more across the middle, just to remind you that yes, there are malts in this. There is malt in this beer, you know, to give it that sturdy middle, sturdy backbone. But for the most part, the star of the show here is the flavors imparted from the white oak, or imparted by the white oak. And it's so hard to describe, but the closest thing I can come to, man, is rum raisin coconut vanilla. Sorry, I can't do better than that, but that's pretty damn good if you ask me. If you can get your hands on this, get your hands on it, just to experience it, because if you're a fan of IPAs, you need to try this. This is a variation of an IPA that I never thought I would have come across. This is just a crazy fucking flavor, and thumbs up, 2 thumbs up, 6 thumbs up, about 22 thumbs up for Cigar City for having the balls and the genius, the sick twisted genius to do this. I'm so happy I live in Florida. I really am. And that's it for something different. Because I like the Alai IPA, but I don't think it's the greatest IPA out there. But this, the combination of the Alai IPA and the white oak, this is an overflowing glass full, just for being different, tasty, and well done. And with the sun shining through my window, I'm out of here before I keep rambling and sweating Cigar City for this amazing beer that they've put together. I'm going to enjoy the hell out of this while I heat up my grill. And with the sun in my face, I'll see you guys later. Cheers.